Welcome everyone to the Book of Mysterious Oddities. Hi everyone, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and I have finally completed my latest junk journal. She took me definitely took me 2 months to make. She's the largest journal I've ever made as far as gator mouth, and she is jam-packed with all sorts of very interesting curiosities, and let's have fun exploring her. Okay, so I've just lassoed her together with a nice ribbon, and let me give you her details. You may recognize her from some of the videos. Let me show you her front. Here is her front. Really grab her front. Okay, she has a raised embossed golden old aged tree on the front with metallic corner protectors. She has a hidden spine covered in eco-dyed fabric with some ugly buttons turned pretty, and her back is plain, and this is what she looks like from the very back. You see that? Okay. And she has a lovely spine dangle. She is all about her frillies, at least on the spine dangle. She's not so frilly inside, but she has a frilly spine dangle because she's an oddity. And that's the fun thing about these books. They can be whatever you want them to be. She has dangles on her dangle. I put some vintage, there's glass antique buttons here and military buttons and mother of pearl buttons, all vintage and antique buttons added to her spine dangle. So you can see some of these. These are really cool, very old. And that's probably a military button. I don't know, don't quote me on that. But yeah, some of these definitely are military buttons because I bought military buttons. So all sorts of different things, and this is removable. It is also very long so that you can, I would say it's probably a good 1.5 feet long. Yeah, that'd be about right. It is attached by a bulldog clip, so it's very easy to remove for your viewing pleasure. Okay, so let's take a look at her. Let me give you the stats. She is 9 inches by 6 inches with a 2 3/4 inch spine, and she has fabric tabs. She has 5 signatures. Each signature houses 12 full pages folded in half, which makes 48 pages per signature, and then she has 5 signatures, so that's 240 pages, not including all the ephemera. So that's why she's such a chunky monkey. She's a super chunker. All right. Okay. So those are all the details. Let's take a peek. Okay, where's my little book assist? There we go. Let's get you organized and in the picture. All pretty like, and we're in. Okay, what do we find in here? Oh, very simple first page there, Pam. Unusual for you. Yes, I decided to keep the front and the back covers fairly free of stuff so that the book could be heavily loaded with other goodies. Okay, so this is, let me show you this, a book plate so that you can put your name this book belongs to. It's an old weathered owl on there. And on the first page, we have a few little goodies. This is an envelope that I made. And inside here, you're going to find this beautiful piece of 1915 ledger in beautiful blue and red ink. You don't normally see that. It's usually black. So I thought this was a very unique piece to have in the beginning. So there were cash payments. Very important. Got to have your cash payments. All right, so inside here, what do we have? Inside here are some goodies. We have a little about this journal. This is the note from the bookmaker explaining what a junk journal is and different ways it can be used. It's signed by me, and you can also write on the back of that. This paper has been aged. Okay, what else do we have in here? Oh, we have a December 88. Well, that would be 1888. And this is the State Loan and Trust Company, a handwritten letter about some type of trust company information. All right, what else do we have in here? We have, what is this? This is another very old piece of paper. 1863, a ledger, Boston, Maine Railroad Company. And we have a little notepad just in case you get so excited about what you found so far. You can write things down. And oh, the theme throughout this book, I would say, would be a woodland theme. It's kind of like a dark woodland theme with little splashes of eclectic playfulness. Here's a book page of fun questions you can ask yourself. Just thought that might be interesting. And so all of that goes in here. And that is clipped on with an old button attached to a paper clip. And also I tucked in here for you, this is an original piece of my artwork. It's a mushroom painting. It's a watercolor, and yeah, and I used watercolor and watercolor pencils. I used both. So I signed it in the corner for you, and this is merely to inspire you to hopefully have some fun in your journal as well. All right, so there we go. Some very unusual little sayings through here. They're just going to pique your interest, your curiosity. On the page tabs, I've put some little interesting little nubbly pins and things like that. Here's a beautiful eco-dyed page. Here is a pocket made out of an envelope. And here is the home insurance company. This is the entire policy, and you can take a look at that. Very interesting to peruse. And also we have a journal card in here. Oh, it's like a little journal booklet. Look at that. I made it so long ago I forgot what I put in it. Okay, it's going to be a little exploration for you and me both here today. This is a Victorian trade card for Clark sewing spools of thread. Here are some dried flowers that I made with my little gizmo, and I put them in this envelope, and I just thought that was adorable, and I would leave that here because, you know, you can find flowers in the woodland forest. Here's a triple pop kit going down the side, and oh, look at that, there's some old money. What do we got today, Pam? What do we got today? All right, this old money, let's see if we can figure out where it came from. There'll be a test. Maybe it'll say on this side. Oh. All right, who's got an idea? Where'd this come from? I'm not sure. But anyway, it's from somewhere. Russia? Not sure, could be. But yes, and very pretty green color. I thought that went well in here. And I put this old coin in here. This is a coin, 1949 coin from Germany. Or at least it looks like Deutsche, and that looks like German to me. That could also be Austria or something. I'm not sure. But, and back, oh, here is a little card to write on. And these are some, remember, the Book of Oddities, paper made in France, a little tobacco paper collection from way back when, made from Paris. You know, they used to smoke a lot in Paris. Remember that? Yeah. All those old the Beatnik movies. Remember that? Okay, so there you go. Let's hope they were used for cigarettes. Yes. Okay. And this is a little tearaway envelope. This is a notepad that is removable. It's just paper clipped on here. Here's more writing space. See, I do have writing space in here. Yes, I know it doesn't look like it, but there is. Here is an envelope made out of a music book page, and inside here we have a 1848 Boston Providence Railroad receipt. Very neat, very cool. It's an original. These are all originals so far. Yep, very cool. Here's a raggedy. This, I believe, you could write on the back. No, well, it's got an address thing on the back, so you can put your address on the back. But these are just fun for texture and for inspiration, and you can write on the front of that too. Some coffee-dyed papers here. Here's an old lithograph book plate from, this book was from the late 1800s, and it was literally falling apart, so I thought this would be nice to put in here. None of our business. That's right. Who knows? We may never know all the mysteries that are in this book. Here's a receipt from Downtown Ford sales. Going through here is an old, somebody obviously went to, well, I was going to say Egypt, but maybe not. I don't know. Anybody recognize where that's from? It's a real one. Here's a teacher's report card. Jean Jackson and how she did. Oh, she did very well. She passed. Yay. Way to go, Jean. All right, what do we have back here? What is this? Oh, this is a handwritten letter to Sears. Well, it says to Sears Roebuck. And gentlemen, enclosed is the above referenced service contract. Interesting how it was written in pencil. Actually, I have a lot from that gentleman. Here is some handmade paper stationery, just another place to do some writing in if one so chooses. Lots more coffee dyeing, avocado dyed papers in here, all sorts of things. Here's a flip out. Whee! Okay, what have we got in here? We have got an old label from some champagne or wine. We've got a Dear Betty from an autograph book. And what else do we have? Oh, we have a prescription for something interesting for Mrs. Wampler. Yes. All right, so you just never know what you're going to find in here. And here's some clothing from Paper Dolls. It's the actual paper doll cutout for the clothing. And here's a little tiny envelope up here with a little baby stamp inside, showing a little yellow rose. Just never know, just never know. Okay, just some pretty pages. We've got some, here's an old photograph, and this is sort of mysterious. Rockefellers. I don't know where this photo came from or its history. It was obviously removed from a photo album at some point, not by me. Oh, and you got to have your recipe for spinach balls. I mean, you know, when you're going to see the Rockefeller Cemetery, make sure you take your spinach balls with you in the car for a much more pleasurable car ride. Yes, and here's a little cluster in the corner. And here's a little pocket made out of a tea bag. And what do we have in here? Oh, we have another picture of some very old cars. Anybody recognize what years those cars might be? I would say maybe, oh, I don't know. With that one in front here, he's pretty old. He looks like 20s or something. I don't know. And a little journal card just for fun. And somebody asked me, don't journal cards have to be blank? And I said, well, you know, since there's no rules, I guess not. They can just be for inspiration or to intrigue you as you're going through. Some hand-lined stamping here with a cluster, an owl cluster in the corner, just some collaging, some old newspaper. This is a linen trimmed page, and this is an old receipt from 1922. I'll let the owner explore that. Oh, here is down here I put a sticker, but I also did a stamp and then I colored it in with some pencil crayon. That was very fun. I highly recommend you do that. It's very relaxing. This is a hangover, and basically it functions as such. So it's decorated on both sides. Famous for fine linens. All sorts of goodies here. And this opens up, and then you have some writing space inside. And that easily folds over the top. So as you see, if you remove some of these things, she will deflate. But if you like a chunky monkey, she's a chunker. All right, so this is a little flap which opens, and I just tucked in. Oh, I thought this was cool. Belgian linen today. This is how to do the special napkin folds and things like that. All the fancy schmancy stuff, and that's an original. If you ever wanted to know how to do that, there it is. We did some hand lining here with a beautiful bird pick and index of botanic names. Yes. And I thought this was an interesting picture. It's very old, and it looks like it's taken out of a biplane. If you look close, they look like barracks to me. Maybe it's a farm, or there could be animals in there. I mean, there's like barracky in the back too. But then I thought maybe this is a picture from war days. That's possible. Not sure, but I thought that was an oddity that needed to be explored. Okay, and we have a lot of old advertisements from old magazines and old newspapers in here. Here is an old receipt, from a store. Some more coffee dyeing. Oh, here's a nice little envelope that we made a while back together. This was fun, and she's tucked with all sorts of goodies. She's got some journaling cards. This one opens up so you can write inside. She has a very old, I believe it's Ukrainian or Hungarian. Or, I'm sorry, not Hungarian. Ukrainian or Russian. There, I'll cover myself by saying both. And it's some type of identification or passport or something like that. But this person got around. Look at that. They went places. They saw things. So that's very interesting. Oh, and a little notebook. Make a note to see and drive the new 1941 Chevrolet. And I think there's like one little page that has something in here. Somebody was playing a game. Yeah, very interesting. Yes, very odd and very interesting. Here's a little page tab, mushroom in the corner, and here is a prescription from 1940. Here's an envelope that I just had some fun decorating up. And what she got tucked inside of her? A postcard and a receipt and another receipt. Just kind of give you a brief idea of what's going on in this girl here. tuck her in. So she gets tucked in there, and then she gets clipped up there so she doesn't fall out. These are old Apothecary Labels. And here's a fabric trim coming down the side. Here is an old prayer card in memory of. And here's a beautiful eco-dyed paper that I did. This is some watercolor paper, I believe. And we've got some more things here that are removables. Just a fun little place that you can write, a little journal card. And here's one that looks like a postcard. And you can write on the back of that, which is kind of cool. All right. Carry on. Oh, here's just a little baby pocket tuck with little journal cards on the inside. And there's a leaf, a real leaf, and some cheesecloth. And here's a elephant dangle from a paper clip holding Business Leaders Association. And here is, this is a 3-heart pocket tower and has all sorts of goodies tucked in there. And I'll let you explore those. Here is a typewritten letter from, what's that say? 1934. And, it's got to be a good one. Dear Cousin Mildred, your letter has just reached me. Yes, very serious back then. They were typewriting the letters. Here's a 1938 collector's handbook. Very important to have. Every household needs one of these. And a Schwinn Bikes memorabilia there. And flew off into the night. That's right. That's how these things happen. Another little page tab with a dangle. Or a little doodad. More ephemera and old magazines. Here's a little pocket stuffed with all sorts of goodies. There's a picture in here. Here's a real Victorian calling card. Emma came by. Hi, Emma. Thanks. Oh, you brought your cat? Oh, that's great. Yep. No, my husband's allergic. It's okay. Yeah, come on in anyway. Here's the family dog, apparently. Is that the outhouse? That might be the outhouse. I'm not sure. But just a farm scene. So many of us can remember those days. Okay. My mom grew up on a farm, so she would tell me stories. Here's a beautiful vintage Victorian style card with the pug. Yep. Oh, the drugstore. That's right. Advertising for the drugstore. They had the best advertising back then. Let me tell you. It was just amazing. Here is a removable notebook with an embossed front and just different interesting pages in here. You can also tear some of these and put them in different places in this journal or other journals. You could probably decorate several journals with everything that is in this journal. Okay, this is a double pocket made out of an envelope. I have a video on that. And what's this little guy? Oh, this is a cute little guy. That's liquid pearls, doing some drawing with that. A little place to write inside. How cutie boo, right? Yeah. Made with a botanical book page, some more vintage trade cards, very pretty. And here's a big journal card. And a little pocket on the back, look at that. And here is a file thingy, officially known. And more of the Victorian trade cards. And sometimes it's fun when you have a page and you just want to wrap it around the page itself, which is kind of neat. So here is a scheduled to-do list page that has been aged, so you have extra writing space, and just clipped on the side like that for fun. Yeah, okay. Some more writing space. Look at all that writing space. All sorts of goodies tucked in here. An herbal card. I think this is a postcard. Yeah, a flash card and another postcard in this cute little pocket or a corner tuck that I made. Yeah, very cute. Okay. Oh, it's stuck there. Okay, no, not too bad. Okay, here's the center, and we've got double charms on the inside of little woodland style elements. I've got a butterfly and a dragonfly here. And here's some different stamps and tickets and old druggist things. All right, what do we have here? Oh, here's a bottom tuck, and here's an old, this definitely is a war picture, isn't it? Wartime, anyway. Look at those. They look like muskets or something. Maybe not muskets. They've got the spear thingy on the end. Well, maybe your musket was adaptable. I don't know. But yes, it is a mystery. It is an oddity, and we don't know who these people are or where they came from. Anybody recognize the outfits? From what country? I don't know if we wore those hats. Probably from another country. All right, there we go. Oh, and this is, you know, to juxtapose. Here's some child's writing. Yeah, and this is really cool. This is, look at, this is the, how do I get that to focus? It's the Christmas list. And it's just really sweet. Johnny, he's 7 years old, and he says what he wants. Yep, absolutely. And then next birthday. Now, I love this. Next birthday, I would like the following. So he's, you know, keeping parents up to date. That's a hoot, isn't it? Yeah, just in case you need more ideas, parents. Library catalog card. Just a riot. Just a riot. Just a little watercolor up there, and some more advertising and more ledger. And here's some stenciling, more ledger. And here's a big currency pocket, I guess. With all sorts of goodies stuck in there. And I'll let you explore that. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm not going to show you. Nope. Here's a little flip. But this opens up, and that gives you even more writing space. But here is a beautiful picture of a horse and a man building a wall. And that's from Ireland, apparently. And here is an old, I want to say, a tax receipt. There we go. 1909. Just never know what you're going to find in here. So hopefully this will give you some ideas as you're perusing it, journaling in it, or just enjoying yourself going through. So here is a collection of Apothecary Labels and a butterfly. All right. Here is an old cabinet card. This is a very old one of a young lad standing beside the chair. Yeah. Very interesting, mysterious picture. Wonder what... Oh, and here is some onion skin. It's a very, very thin paper they used to write on for airmail and that. And it's from 1958, so it gives a little story about that person and his situation at hand. So if you'd like to explore his situation at hand, you can find out. Here's another little fabric trim. Okay, this is all fabric coming down the side. Now here we have all sorts of cute little things. This is a quadruple pocket envelope, one envelope, 4 pockets, and there's all sorts of fun little things tucked in here that you can explore. And this is a little writing space, another cluster in the corner. And here's another little fabric tag with a doodad on it. Here's some tuckables. This is a double belly band. This is a receipt from a farm and hay company, and another receipt in the back. And here is a Boston and Maine 1846. I guess it's a receipt. That's very cool. And there's an old music page back here as well. Yep. So that goes there. And without their knowledge, age 85. That's mysterious. I need to glue that down. I'll get that. All right, we have more writing paper, just some paper punches and some other little things to oogle over. Lots of coffee dyeing and tea dyeing. And what do we have here? What do we have? This is a piece of an envelope from 1959. Here is an old postcard. 1908. I don't know if the postcard's that old, but it says 1908 on it. And here's some more receipt-like paper. Very interesting to see what people bought and what they were looking for back then. Some more magazines with interesting ads in them. Here's a whole collection of these are German bird cards. They're beautiful. They're just, the illustrations are gorgeous on them. They're lovely. Here's an old library card with the signatures on it. And another herb card, and another railroad card, and just some more ephemera, handwriting ephemera, all sorts of goodies in here. You just never know what you're going to find. Here's a little double shelf and a little watercolor and some interesting stamps and tickets and things like that tucked in here. Here's a handwritten letter from, I want to say it's 1911. Beautiful handwritten letter. And here I just wrapped this around, and it's got a little heart dangle on it. And here we are in this signature, and we've got some little doodads, a butterfly and a wing, yes. And this is a postcard. Beautiful, isn't that? And it's written, typed. Huh, how about that? Yeah, yep, no, that's something. And here is an old, computer card, if anybody remembers these back from the 80s. I think that was the 80s. Those were around. Okay. And this is old milk tab. And this opens up and you can read the old pet things that were for sale for your pets. You got to have the latest dog house and things like that in case you got put in it, right? Yeah, absolutely. More advertisements of bathtubs and toilets and things like that. And here is a little envelope that houses some more postage from days gone by. And behind it, you will find tucked all sorts of goodies, an old birthday card, a vintage birthday card, and a General Electric receipt or invoice. And here is Washington's mother. Apparently this is some shorthand. It must have been something that Washington's mother wrote, and then the students were to transcribe that. So here is a flap with a butterfly on it and a beautiful poem in here. Some more dyed paper and more cards and book pages and little exciting things tucked into pockets. And here's an upper flip. Or this is a car trunk. Get it? Car trunk. See? And that reveals some beautiful area to. And this is embossed on the back. This is really cool. And it's been inked. And here's a cluster with a little tiny bird's nest with one little bird egg in it. And here is this is like an extra little notebook I tucked in here, just in case you needed a notebook with your book. And it just has, it's almost traveler's notebook style in the sense that it's long and tall. And pretty pages, coffee dyed, avocado dyed, and some pretty images on the front. There we go. Here's a journaling card. Here's a seed packet and something behind it. Well, I'll let you be surprised with that. Here are some pieces from one of my digital kits, envelopes and some ledger. Lots of writing pages in here. More flower cards. A leaf skeleton there. A purple thing right there. And what else do we have? What else do we have? All sorts of goodies. Another bird card. Some tickets. Russian tickets. I think that's a Russian ticket. Here's a bag full of just all sorts of goodies. Let you figure that out. And here's a little double envelope pocket. And there's all sorts of nifty gizmos in there. Some stamping and some embellishments and stenciling. And I wonder if I can get this done in the actual time. We'll see. This is a flip out. And there's some goodies in there. We'll just go through a little quicker. And here's the middle. And this middle has a bird and a flower. Okay. And the lovely lady who is a drawbridge style. She opens like that. And then you can do a little something there if you like. And I believe, yep, these come out in this little bag. And there's even something in there that you get to explore. Yep, 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 yep. Okay. And here is a Apothecary Label page with a big, I think this is a wine or vermouth label right there. Here's a cluster in the corner. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Here's a key with a journaling card. And here is a burrito. There's a burrito. And here's one of these guys telling a little story. Went to sea in a bowl. If the bowl had been stronger, my song had been longer. Love that one. So in here, the little oddities. And a hand-drawn picture. Here is the butterfly envelope. And this has some like handmade stationery on the inside so that you can even write more things. Yes, yes. All sorts of goodies back there hidden. Here's some leaves from my garden. They're just so pretty. And they dried skeleton-like, and I just brought them in and flattened them out, and there they go. Here is an envelope. Very charred envelope, coffee dyed, and all sorts of goodies in there. So I'll let you explore that. So there's lots of places for you to tuck stuff. And there's already stuff pre-tucked. Fabric trim. Yep, you see? Okay. Here's a beautiful page from a book, a children's book. Taking Turns. Yeah, a good lesson. Beginner's lesson pictures. Isn't that awesome? We're going to learn about taking turns today. Pneumatic Transit Company. This little thing is a little side tuck. All right. And Little cluster in the corner there, some more writing pages. Here's a little bag full of stamps, all sorts of different kinds of stamps for you to explore. Here's a dried flower. Here's a collection of lovely bird images and collage and another milk tupper. And here's an envelope with some goodies in it. What's that? That is somebody was typing something out from either a training or a book or something. Very interesting. And what's this guy? This is a little booklet. Oh, he's kind of cute. I had fun making those. Yeah. Little booklet, little place to write extra things. Backed on notebook paper and book page paper and things like that. Come back, little booklet. Where'd you go? There you go. All right. So, I'm just going to keep flipping, but I'll tell you that this book is currently, at the time of this video, she is available in my Etsy shop if you want to come over and check her out. The link is below this video. And these are reproductions of receipts that are in my digital kit section in Etsy, if you're interested in anything like that. Here's another little flip out. And so I hope you've enjoyed this little tour. Oh, here's this is all from my butterfly digital kits. All many different things here related to butterflies. These are all removable. And so many fun things to play with in this girl. Yep. And a big 4 pocket envelope on the very back and a plain black cover. So there you go. I think I made it on time. That was awesome. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And hit the notification bell in the corner there, right beside the subscribe button, if you would like to be notified of new videos every time they come out. And if you're interested in any of my favorite tools and supplies, please check out my Amazon store. All the links for all of the things I'm referring to are located down below each video in the description drop-down box. Check out my vintage digital kits in my Etsy shop. I've got all different kinds. Sign up for the newsletter. It's a monthly emailed newsletter. You'll get one free digital image that you can download and print out. Along with that, you'll get the note from the bookmaker explaining what the junk journal is and different ways it can be used, and also a checklist of supplies of commonly gathered things from basic to advanced if you're interested in making junk journals. My videos come out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Podcasts come out Tuesday and Thursday. My playlists are linked at the bottom in the description box and at the end of most videos. You can find me on Instagram, Pinterest, Etsy, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and come and join our Facebook group. We're having a lot of fun over there doing weekly and monthly challenges and giving each other ideas and inspiration. And it's a very fun and friendly place. Come on over. Remember that fun can be simple. And always create with reckless abandon, everybody. Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.